depending on when you're watching this, good morning, afternoon or evening. Welcome back to another episode of Being to Bushcraft. Something completely different today, but I'll tell you what we're going to be doing here in a wee minute. But what you will have started to notice on my channel is a wee bit of a trend every week, or most weeks I'm never going to be on my own. I'm always going to have guests on this channel. The other week there I was joined by my eldest daughter Sophia. Last week's video when I done overnighter, I had Daniel and Jay with me, and today I've got another two guys along with me. So first of all we've got John. John here, he's a fellow bushcrafter and YouTuber. You'll have seen me last week taking part in his cooking challenge. So if you want to head over, give his channel a wee check out. That's JQ Outdoors. You'll see a bit more professional bushcraft on his channel rather than my half-hearted clowning around. And I've also been joined by Brian here today. And now that Brian's here, I'm going to explain to you what the three of us are doing in this woodland today. So, Brian is a work friend, as is John here. We've teamed up together, and Brian has got us granted access to this private woodland here to do as we wish with. So I wanted to have a permanent base camp, a wee Being to Bushcraft base camp. So we came here today, had a wee scout around, and we've picked this location that we're stood in right now. So as the day goes on, we're going to try and knock up a lean-to or two, get a wee fire pit sorted. We'll see how the day gets on, and I'll just leave it at that now, guys. And
my only foot.
Right, just give you a quick rundown of what we've done so far. Between the three of us and this wee clearing that we've got, we've just went and took all the dead limbs off the lower part of these trees here, just to give us a bit more of a clearing, a bit more space for a bit of shelter building. Taking off these dead limbs doesn't do any damage to the trees, they're dead anyway. All the live stuff is further up there in the canopy, as you can see. So you can see it's really opened up this space that we've got here now. Gives us a bit more space to work in. So now we're just conjuring up a plan of where we can actually put a couple of lean-tos. I think we'll have, just as you can see, Brian standing here, one in between those trees there, and another one where John is, in between that tree and the one there. We've just left a few pokies hanging out in the trees. It's great for hanging up your kit. So we'll bring you back once we start moving on to the next stage of the build. I was going to just knock it in a bit. Hold on, wait until I pick this one up and we'll sort it. Right.
What's your predictions for football today?
You see Brian in the background there. That's we've got up some supports on all the trees over there. Sorry, that sun's in my face. And we've got 3 ridge poles up. You can't really see them very well, apart from that one that Brian's at now. So we've got 3 ridge poles put up, and we're going to make 3 different lean-to shelters and some raised beds in them as well, because the ground here is quite uneven. Rather than try to dig down through the roots now, which is damaging to the trees, we're just going to build raised beds and put a wall round the other side and try and have a fire pit in the middle of all that. So we'll keep working away now. We'll probably stop in the next hour or so, get a wee fire going and get some lunch on the go from some soup along for us all, and sure Brian's got some rolls for us to dip in the soup. So we'll bring you back later on once we've got a wee bit more progress made and sit down and have some lunch.
You reckon in lengthwise? In between. Just get a stretch your arms out. So that's pretty much there for your body, isn't it? You want just a wee cuts more. Actually, extra on there. If I did, so it's just close it into that gap. Use as many kind of natural wedges as you can. Here you can see John and Brian in the background there, they're starting to make their raised beds. See John hit his here now, he's getting quite far on in his. I've just started to gather some rocks together so we can get a fire lit. That's like coming on lunchtime now, so I'm just going to leave the guys building their beds up at the moment. I'm going to keep collecting some rocks, get a wee fire going, sorry about the shot there, and start getting some soup on the go. Not sure.
Oh no, hold on, look somewhere else. Just at the back of that bit of motorway that goes fucking nowhere.
Aye.
That's it, aye.
I get fucking other stuff out there.
Glasgow,
Aye.
the M8 and then 74 cross there.
Aye, it's fucking
House of Share.
Aye, how's your shit?
That's the one.
You get that on video.
No, you don't want it. It's no looking good. Need to get a. I've got some stumps in the garden. Get a proper chopping stump here.
No, we'll get. There's
Well,
one.
that's what John was saying, but I thought, well, that's a ton of work on through that. We can
We'll get a
actually
fo-
bring
I'll
up.
bring the chainsaw up one day.
Oh, there we go then.
Yeah.
It's got a good crack in it now.
See, because of the thickness of the spine, I find that quite hard to do a feather stick with.
It's not great for feather sticks either. It's just a brute.
Cracking for a battening wood. And yep, that's us got lunch on. I'm just heating up a pot of soup that I brought with me. You will see it very well due to the steam and the smoke coming off the fire. But we'll just turn the camera around and show you what it is that the boys have done. So over here you can see where John's been working on his raised bed. He's actually getting quite far on with it, and you can see he's actually got quite a bit of height off the ground. I'm a bit slower at getting mine done because I've been recording, getting the fire going, starting lunch. I'm not making mine quite as high. Oh yeah, another row of vertical poles going lengthwise, and then just all this saw slats going across the way. Brian's getting quite far, well, quite close to getting his finished as well, so I'll bring you back once we go to once we're sitting down and have some lunch. Right guys, I'll just bring you over here and let you see what I've been up to now.
let's say, just finishing off the frame of the raised bed. So I'm just, as you can see there, I've just been staking in all the bits of wood. Once I get all these stakes hammered into place, that'll secure the rest of the frame, and then all that will have to be done after that is all the slats drawn across the width of the bed. Once that's done, it'll start to resemble something like what John's done over here. You can see how his is looking. So I'm a bit behind him, but I was in charge of lunch, getting the fire going, etc. So a wee bit behind, but see there, we've actually done quite a bit of work today, so impressed. It's been a good day's work. So I think we'll be getting finished up here shortly, so next thing you see me, I'll just start to wrap up the video a wee bit. We'll be getting tidied up shortly and heading home, because that's at about 2:30, coming on 3 in the afternoon now, and we'll start getting some darkness shortly, so not much daylight left. So that's us all packed up now, ready to go. It's starting to get dark now, so I'll just give you a quick walk round of what we've done today so far. And you can see that's the raised bed I started. Obviously I was a bit slower due to recording, doing the fire and making lunch, so I've got up a ridge pole here, and once that bed's finished I'll get that shelter finished. There's Brian's bed, he's about 3/4 of the way through his, and he's got a ridge pole up as well. And John, steaming ahead of everybody, finished his bed and ridge pole, so he's almost finished his side of the lean-to. So that's us just going to start. So if you've made it this far into the video, I just want to thank you for watching, and make sure you tune in next week. I'm sure next Sunday we'll get back up here and see if we can get a bit more work done in the shelter. So again, thanks for watching, give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you've enjoyed watching it so far. So it's a bye from me and a bye from
Everybody else. Lads.